Hey there, YouTube land. Big Dave's here. I have my coffee, right? This is a good mug. Um, anyway, so if you watched the other video on the numeric warm-ups, and I watched it myself. I usually don't watch my videos, but I did watch it, once or twice, and it's pretty good about what I wanted to convey. It's not an easy topic to make really clear. Um, you have to know your scales and your scale steps and your intervals in order to grasp more of what I'm talking about in that video. So if you don't know your scales, you just get a piece of paper out and start writing them out. Your major scales. You learn your major scales, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and all the other ones going up through the 12 keys. Write them out on loose leaf paper. Write them out on music paper. Draw all the notes. Maybe you don't know how to draw notes yet, so just take your time and learn how to make, draw notes. But if you don't worry about that right now. Just write on a piece of loose leaf paper, and then learn the corresponding numbers. When you write scales, this is what I always suggest. Always write 2 octaves so that you can number them all the way up, 1 through 15. Because then you start to recognize the corresponding intervals, Okay, so anyway, the purpose of this video is really short, actually. I want to talk to you about thumb hooks. And I'm going to concentrate on the saxophone, not getting into other instruments. Because there's a thumb hook on the clarinet also, which is a little bit different situation. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, this is a Mark 6. And one of the problems with the Mark 6 is that the thumb hook, if you have big hands, or maybe not even big hands, it's short. So when you put your hand back, it's kind of hard to see this. I'm going to see. When you put your hand in the back, if it's in the normal position, your thumb is like down in an unnatural place. And if I was just to take my hand and hold it out, my thumb is not going to be down here, And also that puts a curve in the end of the thumb. But it's not only the Mark 6, it's other saxophones, because different manufacturers have modeled their saxophones after the Mark 6. And you'll find other ones where the angle, and I want to just kind of go down here a minute, see where I'm playing, right? If it was in the normal position, there's this weird angle on the thumb. See, but now what happens is I have an elongated one. This is a long thumb hook. I ordered this one from Sax Alley in Colorado. They're really amazing to deal with. No problem. If they don't have one, you got to wait a little while for it because they have to make it up. But I think I waited about a month or so, maybe 6 weeks to get this one. So I put the order in, and then it took a little while. But you see, this is in a much more natural position than if it was down here. My thumb it's curled up, right? This is in a much more natural position. And then when I turn the saxophone, it's more comfortable, right? Now, on the other saxophone that I use quite a bit, this has a plate. You can kind of see how the plate goes around. It's a wraparound. This is an Ishimori. Now, this is a Mark 7, different horn, and the thumb hook positioning on the Mark 7 is different than on the Mark 6. So just by going to the Ishimori, it's a much bigger plate. It's also much more natural and comfortable how you reach your hand in and grab the saxophone. Okay, and I like the extended plate because the other side has a resting place for my thumb. So I'm kind of doing this backwards, but I think you get the idea, right? Because Okay. There I am. See? All right. Now look. So the thing is, you don't want your hand to be in like some weird position. Now, if your hands are smaller or you don't really find much of a problem with it, there it is. It's fine. A lot of people, I know for years I just used the thumb hook that was on my old Mark 6. And man, I just hated it. And after a while,